Washington, CNN. The Trump administration has proposed sharp cuts to programs that seek to prevent domestic terrorism and prepare localities to respond, a move that has come under increased scrutiny by critics in the wake of the deadliest mass shooting in modern U.S. history. The Department of Homeland Security says, however, that it is merely reworking the administration's efforts, and promises more effective measures to come. While the motives remain unknown in Sunday night's Las Vegas shooting that killed at least 59 people and injured more than 500, the event immediately raised questions about domestic terrorism and whether it is a case of homegrown extremism. President Donald Trump's 2018 budget proposal included steep cuts to a number of grant programs run by the Department of Homeland Security that go toward terrorism and violent extremism preparedness and prevention. All told, more than $300 million is slated to be cut from such programs. The administration has also folded two counter-terror grant programs altogether, and is in the process of rebranding the Obama administration's Countering Violent Extremism Office. A senior DHS official disputed the notion that the administration was retreating from the effort, though, saying a new strategy is forthcoming. "We really intend to elevate and amplify our terrorism prevention efforts in a big way, because the threat environment is serious. We're taking it seriously and we're doing a full end-to-end review of what we do on terrorism prevention to make sure that our efforts are effective," the official told CNN. "We do not intend to focus our terrorism prevention efforts exclusively on one ideology. DHS is committed to combating both domestic terrorism and international terrorism and bolstering efforts for both." Nevertheless, DHS officials have faced numerous questions from lawmakers about the proposed cuts to the programs and criticism from counter-terror experts. The House passed 2018 budget, which still needs to pass the Senate, largely increases or maintains the funding that Trump has proposed to cut. Ryan Greer, a counter-terror expert and fellow at the Truman National Security Project, said while the administration deserves credit for not cutting the programs entirely, it also has not shown the notion of preventing terrorism to be a priority. To their credit, they have not focused entirely on Islamist ideologies. However, cutting the future year program budget and future year office budget clearly shows that they don't prioritize the issue area, Greer told CNN. "And I believe that their focus on a narrow set of threats rather than all forms of extremism will do us all a disservice, particularly in light of the rise of far-right-wing extremism, such as Charlottesville, and other mass casualty threats." Matthew Levitt, a counter-terror expert at the Washington Institute for Near East Policy and former intelligence official, said even subtle changes in focus from the administration could have big implications. "I would have preferred to see the federal government help facilitate these facilities at the local level through its convening power and its funding power, but if it's going to abrogate that responsibility, then others will step in," he said. Frank Salufo, a former Bush administration national security official and associate vice president at the George Washington University, said there are elements of truth on both sides, and that while Obama administration initiatives could use an evaluation, cutting for cutting's sake also isn't the answer.